Hello, good afternoon. I think I'm going to start calling these Fridays, Flow Fridays, because, oh my gosh, I have had a really whirlwind day today, and I wanted to share with you just how much my life has changed since I am the energy that I wish to attract. And I'm going to wait a couple minutes and maybe invite some little friends here. I'm charging my car as always. I swear to God, I am always charging my car. I think I might even be looking for a new car because I'm kind of sick and tired of charging my car. But anyway, I wanted to just share with you, like I said, how my life has completely changed, how, the feeling that I'm feeling is exactly what I'm attracting in my life. So, like I said at the beginning, today has just been a whirlwind. And this day that I just had, a year ago, before I really started to come into my own, to really get connected to myself. Say hello, I see some people jumping in. How this day would have completely spiraled me, or I would have been exhausted. I couldn't have, I couldn't have handled the things that I've handled today. And as I have constantly reminded, you all in my posts, in just every day, if you meet me along the street or whatever, but every single day I have said, and I say to myself every morning when I'm doing my morning ritual, that I get to be the energy in which I want to attract. And maybe that's a little woo-woo and hard to understand, but it really has changed everything in my life. And I'll tell you my day, and so many of the things that I used to avoid, so many of the things that I had fear around, I am facing them with so much empowerment, so much happiness, so much energy. Everything feels just in flow. Today, so I am in Rehoboth. I've been staying with my partner in Baltimore, and I had to leave this morning at 6:30, drive down to the beach, down to my house, my rental. And as you know, I am renting my house out for the summer, and I have, overlapping summer rentals. So, I've decided, I absolutely love to set my house up for the next rental that's coming in. I had somebody leave this morning, and then I have another person coming in on Sunday. I'm leaving for California on Sunday, so I needed to get it completed. So I left Baltimore 6:30, feeling energized. I drive 2.5 hours down to my house. I get it all clean. I have a system now that I have to take off all the sheets, wash all the towels, and then set up my house, because I really feel like that personal touch is so important. Yeah, I could easily get a cleaner and have them come in, but I love doing that. I am so energized. I love the idea of other people really enjoying the energy of my home. So I'm decided that I'm going to do it myself. The old me would be like, "Are you kidding?" And I would never do that. I'd never drive 2.5 hours. So I did all that. I then went and dropped off, so excited. I dropped off our first batch of hummus daddy to this local holistic grocery store down here, Gaia's Market. I was so empowered. I felt so good. I explained to the people there, the owners, about the hummus, feeling so in flow. The old me would have been, I don't know if I want to do this. I have too much fear wrapped up in, talking to people about something that I have created. It's a very personal thing. But I was so in flow. I made such a great connection. So I did that, went to the grocery store, went back to my house, because I had to go get flowers, of course, because flowers are very important to leave for the next person. I don't have to do that. I don't have to fill the refrigerator with, organic cherries and beautiful, different types of water. I don't have to do that, but it makes me feel so good to have my house the way that I would want to walk into my home if I was renting. Say hello. I see a bunch of people on here. Hello. So I did that. And then, the last thing that I did right before I come here to charge my car for the 400th time this week, is that I went to my local branch at Wells Fargo to get some of these accounts that I have secured with an LLC. And that took so long. That took so long because banking and numbers just, really, hold on, I'm getting messages from is almost complete. Okay. Because, the whole idea of numbers and having a different relationship with my finances was incredibly disempowering to me. I was the ostrich that put her head in the sand when it had to do with my finances, when it had to do with money or dealing with that. I was the ostrich. I did a great job putting my head in the sand. And now I am facing all these things. I'm starting, 4 new businesses, which is incredible for me. I have my restorative beach rentals here in Rehoboth. I'm about to start my beach rentals in Puerto Rico. I have Hummus Daddy. And then, of course, my mentorship, my book writing, and everything. So that's like 4. So I only set up 1 because I think my attention span was about to diminish. So I did my Rehoboth Beach Rentals LLC. But it really, really is amazing to me how everything in my life has completely changed because I am the energy in which I want to attract. So when we are in flow, when we are in purpose, we get to feel the energy of abundance. And abundance is such a high frequency. Love energy is such a high frequency. Creativity is such a high frequency. And when we are feeling that high frequency, you attract abundance. And this is a practice that I have practiced not just once a week. Who's coming on here? Hey, Eno. Hey, Kirilla. Nice to see you. Everything has changed in my life because I am the energy in which I want to attract. Like I said, finances used to shut me down and I felt very, triggered by it. I didn't feel empowered with it. My financial, my money story was completely messed up. Say hello. There's a bunch of people on here. Hey, Donna. So this is what my purpose is I really want people to understand what happens when we, our souls, become the energy of what we want to attract. It is not going to come from, I'm not going to feel abundant if I have a beach house. I am not going to feel abundant if I have a Tesla. I am not going to feel abundant if I have beautiful design. Wait, there's a phone call coming in. We are not going to feel abundant from outside material, tangible things. The abundance comes from you first. And this is what I didn't know 3 years ago when I maxed out my credit cards, when I just put my head in the sand when it came to my finances. We have to be the energy that we want to attract. It is not going to come from anything on the outside. And when we become that energy, it is freaking amazing what you can actually do, what you can actually tap into. And this is what, so as you know, who else is coming on here? Hey, Diane, nice to see you. So this is what I am going to be teaching at my Be Abundant Now workshop retreat, which is on August 17th. I have part 1 from 9 to 11, and then part 2 from 1 to 3. I'm going to put the link in the comments, because I think it's, this whole society, we really feel like we can feel abundant if we have the things on the outside, which is BS. And I fell into that as well, thinking that I was going to feel abundant if I had, he's relentless, if I had all the things that I thought were going to bring me what I wanted. The moment I became the energy, it is amazing all the things that I am experiencing now, what I'm attracting now, what the flow that I'm feeling. It is just a feeling, when I heard this thing about like when it's actually not the, if we want like a new car or a bigger house, it's not that we want the tangible thing. It's actually it's the feeling that we want more. And this is it. But then we get caught in the trap, like, well, oh my God, like I have a new house, or I have the love of my life, or we have the bigger house, and we're still not feeling abundant. And this is, I think it's like an epidemic in this world, that we don't understand that you have to be it in order to attract it. And this is what I'm going to be teaching on the 17th. I wish I could have you all to my house, but everybody lives so far away. But this is second best, that I'm going to be teaching this. We're going to have worksheets. We're going to do all kinds of exercises, fun, joyful exercises full of abundance. We're all going to be doing that when we will be meeting on August 17th, 9 to 11, and then part 1, and then part 2. I thought it was just way too much to do 4 hours at a time. We're going to be doing, I call them play sheets rather than worksheets. And we're going to be really talking and tapping into the energy of abundance. So registration is open now, and I would love to teach what I have become, because it's not going to come from anything, whether you get a new job or new boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever it is. It's not going to come from that. And when we change the energy of abundance to being it, your life will change. So I encourage you, if this is something that you feel stuck in, that you just can't attract or manifest what you want, I guarantee you it is because you are not being the energy of what you want to attract. Manifesting it's not about tangible things. It's actually being the energy that you want to attract. Manifesting isn't just kind of, focusing in on, a new house or a new car or a new lover or whatever. It's actually being, the whole relationship thing. It's being the love first, and then you get to attract it. So I would love for all of you who are watching, there's lots of people on here, to come on in and learn this with me. We are going to be doing so many amazing practices that helped me to become the energy. So thank you so much for watching. I think my car has finished charging, and now I have to drive all the way back to Baltimore. Cindy and Patty and Janet and Laura, thank you so much for coming in. Mary, lovely. I love seeing all you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, so now I have to drive all the way back to Baltimore, and then tomorrow I have some time just to kind of chill, and then Sunday I will be leaving to go to, where am I going? I'm going to California to go see my little sweetie pie granddaughter. And then, one other thing, I have one spot left for Egypt. And that is another thing of transformational travel, is all about, really getting connected to yourself through travel. And I have one spot left. I'm going to be talking all about that, about what's come up for me. But today it is all about the energy. When you tap into being the energy, everything changes in your life. So thanks so much for joining me.